Okay, let's do this copper company investment appraisal for June 2018. This is a very important question because this is probability analysis. Yes, it's a very tricky question because this is not the type of question you get typically examined in the exam. So you have to be prepared for this type of question. So let's do this. Copper company is concerned about the risks associated with a proposed investment and is looking for ways to incorporate risk into its investment appraisal process. The company has heard that probability analysis may be useful in this respect, and so the following information relating to the proposed investment has been prepared. Year 1 cash flow probability, year 2 cash flow probability given. Okay. However, the company is not sure how to interpret the result of an investment appraisal based on probability analysis. The proposed investment will cost 3.5 million, payable in full at the start of the first year. So this is our initial investment. Okay. Copper company uses a discount rate of 12% in investment appraisal. Required using a joint probability table. Calculate the mean expected NPV of proposed investment. 8 marks. Calculate the probability of investment having a negative NPV. So negative meaning less than 3.5 million initial investment. And calculate the NPV of most likely outcome. So this is the highest NPV, highest probability, joint probability, and comment on financial acceptability of proposed investment. Very tricky question. You have to practice this a lot to get a grip. So let's do it carefully. Okay. NPV calculation. Let's start with taking 1000 common, and let's start the initial investment, which is 3.5 million. So 3,500. Can also do this. Okay. And let's also do the formatting. Click number. Okay. Okay, let's do the present value of the cash flow, because we need the present value to do the joint probability table. Okay, so year 1. Okay, cash flow, discount factor, at 12%. Present value. Okay, we can just copy it and paste it here, and sorry about that. Year 2. Okay, year 1 cash flow is 1000, 2000, 3000. Okay, 1000, 2000, 3000. Okay, discount factor is bracket start 1 plus 12% to the power minus for 1 year, so 1. Drag present value is the discount factor multiplied by cash flow. Okay, just drag. Okay, let's do year 2. Okay, year 2 cash flow is 5,000, 2000, 3000, 5000, discount factor is bracket start 1 plus 12% bracket close to the power minus 2, because this is for year 2. Okay, let's do one thing. Okay, present value is discount factor multiplied by cash flow drag. Okay, now we have the present value. Now we can do the joint probability table. So let's do you don't have to write this, but this is just for formality. In the exam hall you may want to save time, so just do the table. Okay, joint probability table. Okay, so year 1 and probability, right? So year 1, you can also write year 1 to save time. Cash flow probability and copy paste. Make sure to write year 2 here. Okay, so this is the important part. For year 1 we'll take copy and we'll paste the value and then just drag. So what I did this year 1 and just drag and drag and drag. So first one in a row, second one in a row, and third one in a row. In the year 2 we'll do the different part. So copy and paste value and then copy paste. So this one in a row and this one, all of them one after another. I hope you understand it. And then we'll do the probability. So this is 0.1, sorry about that, 0.1. This is 0.5. This is 0.4. And this one is probability 0.3 and 0.6 and 0.1. Now just drag this, just copy paste. Now we'll do combined cash flow, and joint probability. So combined means plus, you are combining. So cash flow year 1 plus year 2 cash flow, and joint you are multiplying the probability, this multiplied by this. Just drag and drag. Okay, now we're gonna do expected value. Expected value is this joint probability multiplied by combined cash flow. Just drag, and now we're gonna do the total expected value sum, bracket start, bracket close. Okay, we can also make this look nice. Just make it look nice if you want. Actually, you don't need to bold this one. Let's do the NPV now. NPV, and NPV is sum of expected value. So this minus our initial investment. If the okay, so total of expected value minus initial investment, which is this. So NPV is positive. So let's go back to the question. Calculate the main expected NPV of proposed investment. So 8 marks we have completed. Now to the next question. Calculate the probability of investment having a negative NPV. So what is negative NPV? So negative NPV is expected value which are lower than the NPV. Also you have to write expected NPV because we're doing expected value. So expected NPV. So don't just write NPV when you're doing probability analysis. You have to write expected NPV because we are taking probabilities into account, that's why. Okay, so let's go back to the question. Question is asking calculate the probability of investment having a negative NPV. Very tricky question. You have to know it well to answer this question. So let's go back. What is actually asking is so basically which of the combined cash flow is less than initial investment of 35,000 or 3.5 million. So that's the question. So this is less than 3.5 million, this and this. So probability of 0.3, 0.6, 0.3, right? I'm sorry, joint probability. So 0.3, 0.6, 15. So they have negative than initial investment. So that's the question asking here. Calculate the probability of having negative NPV. So we have to add this. So let's answer the question. Answer is okay. So sum of joint probability with negative NPV. So let's do this one plus this one plus this one. So 24%. Yeah, that's the answer. So tricky question, and you have to know it well to answer this. So let's do the third question. Calculate the NPV of most likely outcome. Calculate the NPV of most likely outcome. So what the question asking is, which has the highest joint probability? Which has the highest joint probability? Because we are doing probability of year 1 and year 2, so combined joint probability and NPV of that. So the highest joint probability of this is 30. This is the highest joint probability, and the cash flow associated with that, combined cash flow associated with that, is this one, 4177. So let's write okay, so the outcome with the highest joint probability, which is 0.03, sorry about that, has a present value of you don't have to write the whole thing in exam, this is just for educational purpose, understanding. So what you have to do is oops, sorry about that, equals this minus initial investment, and that is our answer. Okay, so let's do the fourth question, which is a comment on the financial acceptability of the proposed investment. This is a very tricky question because this is not your typical answer, because even though we have a expected NPV which is positive, let me show you the answer from the exam kit and you will see what I mean. So this is the answer given in the exam kit, which is very interesting. And so let's read this. The mean expected NPV is positive, and so it might be thought that the proposed investment is financially acceptable. However, the mean expected NPV is not a value expected to occur because of undertaking the proposed investment, but a mean value from undertaking a proposed investment many times. There is no clear decision rule associated with the mean expected NPV. A decision of financial acceptability must also be considered the risk probability of a negative NPV being generated by the investment at 24%, which is sum of joint probability of 90%. At 24%, so this has 24% chance of having a negative NPV. So 24% chance, there is a 24% chance of having a negative NPV. Okay, so at 24%, this might appear too high risk to be acceptable. The risk preference of the directors of corporate company will inform the decision of financial acceptability. There is no clear decision rule to be followed here. So this is the answer given in the exam kit. You have to learn it and understand it and then write it in your own language in the exam. So this is a very tricky question, and you have to practice it many times. I tried it many times, and even after that I forget it. So this is a very tricky question. So practice it, and good luck in your exam. Thank you for watching.